What is up, you guys? I'm trying to set this fucking camera up right. There we go, we on. Seatbelts, always. You learn that when you go through a windshield. Going to the park, got the fucking herniated disc in my back. So basically, I was laid up in bed for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I really can't do too much right now, but what I can do, and that's how you always got to look at things, right? So you're limited, but you know, I'm basically at this point working out for my mental health. What I can do is I can do anything basically hanging from the bar. So pull-ups, I can do dips. That's not putting a lot of pressure on my spine. Yeah, a lot of body weight stuff I can do right now. I just have to be super gentle. Which normally isn't my style, to be honest. But I don't know. So this thing happened getting my dog out of the car, and my dog has 2 torn ACLs and a torn MCL. Freak accident happened on the beach, and then I took him to the vet, got his x-rays. I was getting him out of the car in the back, and he's like 85 pounds, and I just twisted weird, you know what I mean, and boom, blew out my back. I have, knock on wood, I've never had an injury in the gym. I think I credit that to my form and, you know, everything about how long I've been lifting and just knowing my body, and whenever something happens, it's always outside of the gym. So that being said, I'm basically completely switching up my workout routine. Obviously, to be honest, I haven't even been in the gym probably almost 4 months now, just with the whole COVID thing going on here. It's a fucking nightmare in Florida. So just been avoiding that, trying to stay as positive as I can. The great thing about what's going on right now is this is kind of the first sense of oneness I've felt in the world in a long time. It's almost reassuring to know that everyone is having a difficult time. It really helps me keep things in perspective. Keeping things in perspective is always something I work on. I never used to be that way, and like I've said before, the person you're seeing now is not at all the person I've always been. So whatever you're going through, whatever personality traits you have that gets you into trouble, or if you don't like some stressors in your life, it can always begin with you. That's something that I had to learn later in life, you know, but I wouldn't change my past, or I wouldn't change who I am for anything, you know what I mean? I thought that I had really built a very strong foundation for who I was and who I am, and everything I've been going through recently with, you know, the COVID thing, no work, a couple injuries back to back, you know, I look at it as, you know, I'm prepared for even more than I have ever been before. You know, I basically, you know, I always say, and a lot of my friends do, that, you know, I'm bulletproof, right? And when you look at yourself that way, that there's nothing you can't handle, you know, you're going to be tested. And when you ask for a lot about what you want for your life and what you want to achieve, you're going to be tested on that too. So things don't happen to you, they happen for you. I 100% believe that. I completely coat my mind with just positive information as much as I can. So if I'm, you know, catch myself having some shitty thoughts, or getting in that type of mood, for me, I get angry when things are difficult, right? But the flip side of anger is depression. So basically, I'm just fucking depressed. But when I catch myself getting like that, and aggressive and whatever, I just boom, I'll throw on like a motivational video or just listen to something. And whether I'm like 100% listening to it or not, it's basically like you listen to music, right? And before you know it, you've got the song in your head. So I do that with, information that is helpful to me. I will just play it literally all day long. And that really helps me, you know what I mean? You gotta find the things that work for you to change your mindset and change your state. Whether that's, jumping in the pool, boom, the cold water, you're in a completely different mindset. Going to the gym, going to the park, going on a walk, playing with your dog. These are all healthy things that will push you and, flip your mindset. And it's not all easy. You're not going to be perfect all the time, and you have to let yourself not be perfect all the time. Sometimes you just don't want to give a fuck. You know what I mean? And as long as that not giving a fuck isn't something toxic or really detriment to your life, go ahead and do it. Relax for the day, watch some dumb movie, listen to whatever you want, but always stay in line with what you're trying to do. That's basically where I'm at today. I'm just trying to get outside myself, try to give back as much as I can, and I look at this as a way of giving back. I wish I had a lot of this information when I was younger and realized that, you don't have to be something that protects yourself, right? So you don't have to be, this person who never gets upset, or this person who is, basically, toxic to themselves because they look at that as a way of guiding their life, but also protecting themselves because inside they're not, healed. That was basically my situation. And do things that make you happy. That's going to be the number one. Do things that make you confident, and it's hard to do those at all times, especially when you're injured or you're having an addiction issue or you're not where you want to be in your life. It can be very challenging. Like, how can I build confidence when I have limited resources or whatever it is, right? So right now I'm just trying to, everything's shut down basically, but I want to be working on my craft, right? Acting, yada yada. So there's not much I can do. I'm not too into taking an online class or a Zoom class for an acting school. Most of the schools are offering that right now. I'm not into that. I don't learn that way very well. I never have. I need to be in there. I need to feel it. I need to experience it in my body. So, what I've been doing is I just printed out a bunch of scripts online. I've just been practicing studying the scripts, you know what I mean? So for when I'm back in Los Angeles and when I'm back in front of the camera on a casting or whatever it is, I'll be even more prepared. Rather than having this downtime and, doing whatever I can do, I can at least be moving forward in some area. I'd be like, boom, okay, I got this like 3-page script or whatever it is. I know I'll be able to memorize this in that amount of time, Do things that align with you and are moving you forward. That's basically all I got. Hang in there, do the right thing. You know what I mean? It's not always gonna be easy to do the right thing, but for me, and I feel like a lot of people, as long as I hit the bed at night and I'm not riddled with guilt or I'm not unhappy with who I am, then that's a win. You know what I mean? Like, as long as I have my sleep and my mind isn't running rampant at night because of my decisions, then I know I'm on track. You know what I mean? Be proud of you. Do the hard stuff. You know the deal, baby. I'm about to get this workout in. Do what you can do. Do not become the injury. Do not become the situation in your life. Remain faithful to the dream. Check in with you guys later. Thank you so much for the support. Let me know if you have any questions, comments.